Alright, hello and welcome to my video. I'm Twista and today we are playing Starcraft 2. This is a custom game mode. It's called Nexus Wars, and for those of you who played it, you know how fun it is. Basically, there are two teams, 4 players each, left side and right side. Each team has a Nexus which they want to defend and keep from being destroyed. If you destroy the other team's Nexus, you win. Alright, so we have the left side here, which is me, up top of the teal. I think that's Protoss. Dr. Zergberg as the Zerg, for obvious reasons. Damnation as Protoss, and who's this? Rocky as the Terran. Alright, so I like going Protoss because although their units are more expensive, they have a lot more health because of their shields. And as my opponent, or my ally I guess, has gone Zerg, his Zerglings aren't going to be very good against, what's this? Alright, double Protoss. So they've gone with dual Protoss, which might be a problem because those aren't going to be able to even kill one of them, and my Zealot's not going to be able to take on 2, obviously. Down here we have, what, 1 Zealot, 2 Marines versus Zerg and Marines, which might be a problem also. Let's look up here. Alright, so they killed the Zerg from my ally, and they're going to take out my Zealot, and they're also going to take out these 4 Zerglings, because I don't really like to go Zerglings. They generally do not kill anything unless you just mass the little Taliban guys. Whatever. So as you can see, you gain income from getting kills. You also gain income from building more buildings. Right now I only have the Zealot, which is 4 income. In a couple seconds here I'm going to build this stealth sentry. Sorry, sentry stealth detector. Basically it's the same unit as a regular sentry, but it actually goes really good with the Zealot sentry mix. I didn't sync them up there, obviously. I think I failed. Yeah, so my Zealot's training, but not my sentry. And that's not going to come out at the same time. But usually when they come out at the same time, it's a pretty good combo and they can usually kill things quickly. It looks like we're actually holding pretty good ground against this double Protoss build, because we're still in the middle. Eventually it's going to start pushing left, or we're going to start pushing right. But right now we're holding steady. It looks like our bottom team, though, is starting to push right with, what is it, mass Marines? Yeah, it looks, they have 5 barracks, which are massing out Marines. And Dark Reaver left. I didn't even realize that. Maybe that's why they lost. Oops, spoiler alert. They lost. Alright, well, you see what they're going so far. I'm going to go ahead and cut ahead a little bit because it's going to be a long video. Alright, so we're jumping forward a little bit in the game, and so far the bottom right side is starting to push our team back a little bit. The green mass Marines and the red Protoss. It looks like actually, you know, they're pretty much evenly matched right here. I don't know. Yeah, all their Marines are gone. They've been pushing towards the left for a while now, but it looks like they've got their wave beat. Meanwhile, me and my ally are actually pushing pretty far forward into their base. I've got a couple of Immortals here, but it looks like they're going to get outmatched because there's nobody else to defend them. Actually, you know what? Yeah, they actually survived this round. But, like I said, because I'm going Protoss, I cannot generate that many buildings because they're so expensive to build. Let's see, I'm starting with a Stalker right here because once you build the Stalker, you can start then making air units, which I plan on doing. Alright, so it looks like my bottom team was able to push back the orange. Since the other guy left, it's just orange by himself. But my Immortals seem to be doing actually really good because they have more range, they can stay alive. They've got a Phoenix out, but it's not going to do much because we don't have any air and he can't attack the ground. So it's just going to fly off while he holds that 1 sentry in place. They've got a couple turrets here, so we're not going to be able to break their defenses just yet. Meanwhile, bottom team green and red are still actually forcing their way to the right side, very slowly but surely. The longer you force them to the right side, the more units are going to build up over time, and the more kills you're going to generate. So generally, you want to be able to defend off their wave, because there's going to be a huge amount of units that are going to be piled up by the time it gets to here, or even to here, because it's going to just start piling up and piling up. And the only real defenses you have are turrets, the units you generate, and 1 nuke that's given to each player. Which you want to use very strategically, because you don't want to use it at the wrong time, you don't want to miss, and you want to make sure you kill as much as you can with that. because it's the only one nuke you can get during the whole game, which is very strategically planned where you use it. Alright, so it looks like we're not going to be able to get past their turrets here. I'm going to go ahead and skip forward in time, and we'll see where these guys get. Alright, so it looks like these guys are actually doing pretty good. They're getting up forward to their base. There's one turret right here that nobody's repairing. Usually you want your SCVs repairing that, which is going to cost these guys because there's nobody around to repair that, and it's going to go down pretty quickly. Usually I like to have a turret there like during the beginning first push, because that'll get you a couple kills. But if you don't need to, you really save a lot of money because it's very costly. Especially to upgrade it like this guy did. It costs 300 minerals, which you could use to build, you know, a lot of things. But it looks like me and my ally are still pushing up against these guys' wall. But we can't get by because of these cannons. Alright, so we're more ahead in the game. As you can see, the top rivals of ours have pushed all the way, I think it's pink and purple, have pushed all the way to our first step of our side. And they've got a bunch of Immortals, a couple of Void Rays, and a bunch of these Psystorm guys. So I'm not sure if, I don't remember what we do at this point. But like I said earlier, we do win, so we'll see how that happens. The bottom side is also starting to build up against my allies. They've gained a bunch of variety of units, which is usually pretty good, because you don't want too much of the same unit, because these guys, like I've said, they went mass powers. Oh, and it looked like I just missed the nuke. Yeah, there was a nuke that my ally did, but I'm not sure if he got all the units or not. But it looks like my Void Rays that I started piling up. See, I've got, what is that, like 8 right now? And I'm going to build more later on, but it looks like they're starting to pile up against their team. Well, actually, they probably have the same amount, but they're spending them on the ground forces. But I do believe we start to push them back at this point. In the meanwhile, orange is still pushing towards green and red's base, or green and red side, it's not really a base. These guys are still going mass marines, which is not a very good idea. Late in the game, you don't want to still be putting out marines. You want to put in more advanced and more stronger units, because you only have so many buildings you can build. And sorry for the frame rate, people. This is getting pretty heavy in the game. Again, my team is starting to push back their forces. We're slowly going to crawl over to the other side. It looks here like they might have to nuke this. Let's stick around to find out what happens. I don't know if I was paying attention during the game when this happened. Yeah, there it goes. So they nuke that, and instantly all their enemies are dead. So they're going to start being able to push back finally. They have a couple of units to help, but slowly and surely they'll be able to push back all the way to their side. Alright, so we're more ahead in the game, and we've crawled all the way back up to their base. Now they've got 4 turrets right here. 3 of them upgraded, but it looks like they were infested, so they can't really do anything. My Void Rays are just going to tear them down. There's no way that those SCVs can repair that thing that fast, even if all 4 of them are on one. But my Void Rays, like I said, are very powerful and very ranged, so they're going to be able to take them out very easily. And my allies down here are doing pretty well. Also, they got a pretty big army, a bunch of carriers, a bunch of Void Rays, and Colossus just wrecking havoc on everything. But it's going to be pretty much too late, because all our Void Rays are taking out their bases like crazy. So they're not going to be producing any units, they're not going to be producing any more income, so it's pretty much a game over right now. And they nuke at the very last second, but that's way too late. If you're gonna nuke, you need to nuke way before your buildings are halfway gone. That was a horrible decision made by them. We're already saying good games because it's just done. We already know they lost. Even if they did force back, we still have both of our nukes. Oh no, I have my nuke. The other teammate still used his, but I still have my nuke, and I think that was their last nuke. They used them all down here. Alright, so thank you for checking out this video. Feel free to subscribe, and don't forget to rate and comment. Alright, see you guys later.